been rolling on this camera for the past 4 minutes and 22 seconds.
Excellent.
Oh, these fucking cheap lights. You see them flickering, but I can accept that. This is a big table. Do I look cute?
Always.
All right.
Am I in frame?
Yeah.
Am I a little
I
too
hope you
far
still
there?
are after moving a chair.
I just feel like I'm so not in frame.
Oh, you just moved? God damn it.
It's time for
Show and tell. 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 With Jarret.
What'll he show next?
What are you showing us today?
Oh, we're starting?
I mean, we've been rolling.
Okay, cool.
Check.
What is this?
Why am I the only one who doesn't have a
Yes.
drink?
Because
I'm thirsty. What's my drink?
if you ask my wife nicely, you can get a glass of
I
milk.
don't want that.
Slide it back. It's a big table.
We don't endorse Chick-fil-A, especially
Is that
me.
the lemonade that kills people?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's banana
Yeah, it's got arsenic.
bread.
This is the lemonade that kills gay people.
So, I brought a little book for story time here today. Struwelpeter.
Ah, yes. Struwelpeter.
Struwelpeter. Struwelpeter.
Struwelpeter.
Struwelpeter. In English translation, Heinrich Hoffmann.
Yes.
That looks like the cover of
Struwelpeter.
Yeah.
continue.
Struwelpeter.
Struwelpeter.
I would like to read some of these. I'm not going to read all of them, but I would like to go over them and then tell my thoughts on some of these stories.
Yeah.
They're German folk tales, which are sometimes a little bit darker than, children's things of modern days, whatever, First, I'd like to tell the story of Shock-Headed Peter, which is Struwelpeter.
Is that the literal translation?
Yes.
Struvel means
Question before you get into the titular fairy tale. How did this book enter your life?
See, I worked at the German Christmas village.
You don't work there
in Ann
anymore?
Arbor. I still work there, but I worked there originally a while ago, and now I'm manager. I'm building up to it.
Started from the bottom, now he's here.
Yeah. Katie Wolfhart, German Christmas retailer, largest in the world actually. Been around for 59 years. It's 10th year at the market, where we sell German hand-decorated, hand-carved decorations.
Putting the fart in wolf fart.
Um,
It's a very charming way to maintain your German heritage at that establishment.
I don't have that much German heritage, really.
Yeah, you're Argentinian, right?
See, I got that, but I'm gonna
Oh,
need you to-
that's really funny.
I'm gonna need you to shut up.
Ooh, yeah.
Anyways, the tale of Shock-Headed Peter.
Yes, yes.
Alright. Just look at him. There he stands, with his nasty hair and hands. See? His nails are never cut. They are grimmed as black as soot. And the Sloven, I declare, never once he has combed his hair. Anything to me is sweeter than to see Shock-Headed Peter. The end. Yes, in the back.
What's a Sloven?
Sloven is kind of just like a grimy, dirty person.
Okay, so this story is about
Slavic.
this dude is just busted. He's fuck ugly, and
Yeah, really.
that's the whole story.
Yes, you can
You
go
don't
ahead
want to
and
look at him.
put the thing out. It's the same. It's on the cover.
hideous.
It's on the
Disgusting.
cover. Yeah. The moral of the story is
Don't be hideous.
yeah, don't be a gross. No, the thing is, he's not like, it's not saying he was naturally born hideous. It's just he doesn't comb his hair, he doesn't trim his nails, he doesn't wash his clothes to clean himself. He's an unkept person, and that's his own fault.
He's a slob.
Yeah, he's a slob.
Fuck this.
When was this written?
I don't know.
What was grooming like back then?
Old as hell. It was enough that they knew that you shouldn't be a fucking slob. Would you like to read one?
Sure.
I'll give you this one, number 7. The story of Augustus, who would not have any soup.
Ooh, eat your soup, Augustus.
All right. Augustus was a chubby lad. Fat, ruddy cheeks Augustus had. And everybody saw with joy the plump and hearty, healthy boy. He ate and drank as he was told, and never let his soup get cold. But one day, one cold winter's day, he screamed out, "Take the soup away! Oh, take the nasty soup away, I won't have any soup today." Next day, now look, the picture shows how lank and lean Augustus grows. Yet though he feels so weak and ill, the naughty fellow cries out still, "Not any soup for me, I say! Oh, take the nasty soup away! I won't have any soup today." The third day comes, oh what a sin, to make himself so pale and thin. Yet when the soup is put on the table, he screams as loud as he is able, "Not any soup for me, I say! Oh, take the nasty soup away! I won't have any soup today." Look at him now, the fourth day's come. He scarcely weighs a sugar plum. It's like a little bit of thread, and on the fifth day, he was dead. Oh, that's really sad. Yeah,
He didn't eat. He did that to himself.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
really sad.
the moral of the story is eat your food. I will now read one, and then we can just discuss some of the small ones without reading all of them. This one is actually my favorite.
Okay.
God, I have a little bit to say about it afterwards, a little afterthought.
Okay.
It is the story of Little Suckathumb. One day, Mama said, "Conrad, dear, I must go out and leave you here. But mind now, Conrad, what I say, don't suck your thumb while I'm away. The great tall tailor always comes to little boys that suck their thumbs. And ere they dream what he's about, he'll take his great sharp scissors out and cut their thumbs clean off, and then you know they never grow again." Mama had scarcely turned her back, the thumb was in, alack, alack. The door flew open, in he ran, the great long red-legged scissor man. Oh, children, see, the tailor's come, and caught out little Suckathumb. Snip, snap, snip, the scissors go, and Conrad cries out, "Oh, oh, oh!" Snip, snap, snip, they go so fast, that both his thumbs are off at last. Mama comes home, there Conrad stands, and looks quite sad, and shows his hands. "Ah," said Mama, "I knew he'd come, to naughty little Suckathumb."
You know, those always were the most terrifying stories to me as a child, of like parents warning their kids about something, about some crazy person who's gonna come and do something if you don't act right.
It's gonna get you.
It's
Yeah.
like that one from Scary Stories, you know?
It's classic boogeyman story.
You know,
Yeah.
I never got the appeal of thumb suck. I never got it.
Well, it's not. It's.
I never got into that scene.
The baby is imitating.
Were you
sucking
never
on
a
the
baby?
teat.
I don't remember.
The baby's imitating sucking on the teat, and then I guess if I don't know, Freud had a lot to say about it. I'm sure those are all pretty accurate today, still, right?
Freud?
Yeah, you know, good old Freud.
Yeah, fruit.
Well, so the thing about this is suck a thumb, which is, you know, don't suck your thumb when a guy cut your thumbs off. This was actually used as a little bit of inspiration in a horror video game called Clock Tower. The main villain is a guy called Scissorman.
The Scissorman, yeah.
And he's actually dressed as, he wears the outfit that little Suckathumb wears here. He's wearing the blue version, which is in other printings of these. He's wearing blue, not orange here.
Oh, he's wearing little German boy.
Yeah, he's
costume?
got the whole thing. He
No.
has a little mask and whatnot.
No, little German boy.
But he
Don't
carries-
start sucking your thumb.
Another interesting thing about Clock Tower is it was heavily inspired by Dario Argento's Suspiria and Phenomena. There's a girl gets her head cut off with the big shears.
Nice.
There's a
Like Exorcist 3.
Yeah, like Exorcist 3. There's an evil little boy with kills people and stuff. The mom is in charge of stuff. And like in Suspiria, there's a bunch of people. You know, Jennifer Connelly's in it.
Mm-hmm.
The main character's name is Jennifer, and she has literally it's Jennifer Connelly's face. The main character in Clock Tower is played by Jennifer.
Is Phenomena the orchestra one? Like the opera?
No, that's called opera.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead and take a look. If you have any questions about some of them, let me know. I read all of them, so I can,
It's a big book. I'm impressed.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can give me some ideas. I can give you the rundown on some of them and the meaning behind a few.
No comment.
Yeah,
we have to talk about that?
The rest of the story. Give me the book. Give me the book.
Jarret,
It's getting racial. I'm sorry.
I've got a
but
little
it's-
interesting photo
it's getting-
in this book.
Jarret's in blackface.
Wow.
That's the thumb. That's the name.
You know, Jarret actually
I don't
wanted to
know.
come to this in blackface, and I told him, we can't do that.
Cut this.
Not again.
Cut this! None of this is true. No, the story of the the story that you're hinting out is as children who are picking on a young black boy, and Agrippa, who's this large wizard giant, punishes
That's
those
awesome.
children. Yeah,
It's-
he punishes the children for making fun of the little
Okay.
black kid. It's an
That's
anti-racist story.
Based
Now,
on
he,
Agrippa.
he punishes the children by dipping them in a giant ink pot.
Okay,
But it's yeah, he doesn't.
that was very progressive for 1876.
Yeah.
But here, look at this Looney Tunes. It's a hunter and a rabbit.
Yeah, can we go back to the racist?
No.
No,
So
I mean-
he's hunting this rabbit, and the rabbit like comes alive and steals his gun and
I think
does a bunch of shenanigans. It's literally ye old Looney Tunes.
I think it bears
I like that.
discussion, you know, okay, you're racist for laughing at this guy for being black. Now you're black. That's an episode of It's Always Sunny.
It is. It literally is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you think they drew inspiration
They absolutely took from this.
from Schwartzwelder?
Yeah.
Whatever this
I'm
book's
really
called?
curious about how that story was received back then.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Were there any black people in Germany in like the 1700s?
I'm certain there were.
I'm sure they were invented. Yeah. How about the story of Fidgety Philip? Fidgety Philip sits at this
He's-
table here.
ADHD king.
Yeah, he falls off and spills everything everywhere, and that's pretty much the whole thing.
I feel targeted.
He's a little
Just
jerk.
had to put Philip on some.
Johnny Head in there. He's just not paying attention. He trips over a dog.
What is this ADHD
That's happened to
discrimination?
He also falls into a river and
Dies?
no, he
Well,
survives.
it makes me think that, like, you know, when it comes to neurodivergence, it's like only a disorder under capitalism. So God forbid this.
What
kid-
is it? You know.
Well, how about the story of Cool Frederick, who beats his own mother?
You don't know his mother.
Well, his
True.
mother is crying.
Could have been it.
He steals.
She could have been a sniveling shrew of
He
a
beats
woman.
the shit out of his dog.
Okay, that's
okay,
too
yeah,
far.
that's
Yeah.
too far.
But
Okay.
it ends well because he ends up getting bit by the dog and he gets sick, and then he has to take nasty medicine, and the dog eats his food while he's in bed.
Then he starves like that other kid, Augustus.
Yeah, hopefully. The dreadful story of Harriet and the matches.
Harriet light yourself on fire, right?
She does light herself on fire. It's
Pretty
somehow
cool.
not even the saddest story about a little girl in matches.
Wow.
What?
What's the
What's
saddest?
one?
That's-
you can't just drop that on
That's
us.
the little match girl, and that's the story about a little girl who's selling matches. That's the Finch one, the guy who do Christmas Carol and all that.
Charles Dickens.
Yeah.
No. What?
No, you're right. It was Charles. Yeah, Charles Dickens did the
Then
Christmas.
who did the?
Right?
Who did?
Yeah.
Who the fuck
I'm
did
pretty
that
sure
guy?
you're right.
Who am I
Yeah,
thinking?
fucking three
Some
goats.
Finch guy, some other guy.
F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Maybe. Maybe it was
No,
that.
I'm both. F.
That-
Scott
that's
Fitzgerald
not-
is Great Gatsby.
Yeah, he's
No,
not French.
I don't know.
He's
I
one
don't-
of the great
Once
American
we
authors.
leave Germany, I
Fucking
don't
guy
know.
doesn't know his literature.
I'm sorry, I don't know about French people as much as I know about German people. Point is, the little match girl, she's cold and she's out in the thing and she's selling matches. And she can't go home without selling them or else her dad's gonna beat her. So she's so
Why doesn't her
scared.
dad get a job?
Exactly, right? So, because he's an alcoholic or some shit. Point is, she has to sell these matches and she can't sell them, so she sits in an alley and she's freezing to death, so she lights the matches to keep warm. And every time she lights them, she has a hallucination of seeing like a beautiful Christmas tree or like a nice dinner. And then finally she sees her grandmother, who was like the only person nice to her. And then she slowly starts to like use all the matches until finally her grandmother is just in front of her and carries her off, and she dies freezing to death out in the cold.
I'm
And
sorry.
that's how it ends.
I'm sorry.
And that's a Christmas story
Wow.
about being grateful, about being with your family and shit, because you could be a little girl freezing to death out in the fucking cold.
You're trying to tell me that at one point in history, matchmongers were a thing?
Yes, matchmongers.
Matchmongers.
And they were exclusively little girls,
Little girls
freezing to death in the cold.
Wow.
Yeah, this is why Harriet.
Please put in one of those like little factoid infographics on
Yeah.
the lower third of the screen.
Did you know that little girls would freeze to death in the streets
Yeah.
of Germany and sell matches?
We should do like a multiple
France.
choice thing.
That was the French one.
Oh, French. Okay.
Yeah, in Germany they played with matches,
Dude,
and then
Europe was so
they
depressing
died,
in the
and their
1800s.
cats would
Nothing
cry
like
for them.
America.
Look at their cats crying for her. They warned her.
Wow,
the
that's
cats warned her.
pretty
I
graphic.
wish my cats cared about
Yeah,
it.
they were like, please don't play with those, and she
Yeah.
didn't listen to them, and then now they cried over her ashes.
No, that's literally
would
Jinx.
just eat
Yeah.
your flesh while you seared.
Yeah, no, she
Yeah.
would like a match.
She would like.
Let's see, is there anything else I'm missing in here? Here, blah, blah.
Well, it sounds like this book solved like all of society's problems.
Yep, no more racism,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
more people lighting themselves on fire.
There's a lot of neat stuff, and I do know a couple that aren't in here. I just want to go over some more German folktales, if you want to hear them.
Well, quick question. So, these folktales, they're not all written by the same person. This is a compilation
No,
of
it is.
anthology.
It's kind of like the Grimm brothers, where they collect them
Like
over time. and
oral
they-
tradition.
They didn't
Yeah.
write. I thought the Grimm brothers were like prolific authors.
No, they adapted them.
Bullshit artists.
Bullshit artist! Bullshit artist!
Like in one of my folklore classes, we learned that the oldest version of Cinderella comes all the way from China. a lot of the older versions of the Grimm brothers actually toned it down. They were like the Disney of their time, where they toned things down originally. They were even darker in the older ones. Like they invented the evil stepmother trope. In a lot of the original stories, it was just their actual mother treating them poorly, like in Hansel and Gretel or in Cinderella.
So the Grimm brothers changed it.
Yeah, they changed it to be stepmother because they thought it might have been too much for a mom to be telling this to her kids, being like, and they ran out of food and they didn't do the chores, so the mom left them out in the woods to starve to death, kids.
Yeah, instead, your father remarried some bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. The evil stepmom trope. Another not so happy one is Max and Moritz. And I'm going to paraphrase this because I don't remember the entire thing. But basically, Max and Moritz are two children who are just being awful to everyone in the neighborhood. I think they have like 7 or 8 pranks they pull on different people. The first one is...
And they're like YouTuber pranks. They're not like cool pranks.
They're bad.
Like,
What the fuck is up, Grimm brothers?
The first one is he literally he traps his neighbor's chickens and kills them.
It's just a prank, bro.
Yeah,
I'm killing your food source.
They kill the chickens.
Prank,
The second
bro.
prank is while the lady gets her chickens and she says, okay, well they're dead, I'm not going to let it go to waste. She tries to cook them. So they do like a fishing hook through the chimney and steal
Oh,
the
that's
fucking chickens.
Looney
Right
Tunes
yeah.
right there. That is a
And
cartoon.
then the dog is barking, trying to let her know. When the dog comes up, they're gone, so the lady thinks that her dog did it and beats her own dog.
Oh,
So the dog gets blamed for it, even though he's just trying to do his job.
this is a real downer of an episode.
These kids suck.
They put a bunch
Please tell me they get punished in the
They
most
put-
egregious way.
they put gunpowder in their teacher's pipe. So he lights it. It's
Oh,
we're
that's
talking about
funny.
Looney Tunes.
That's
classic.
pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah.
classic.
One guy, they make fun of his
His
name.
face is all covered in soot.
It's in there. Yeah, he loses all of his hair and his face turns black. And it's literally a little cartoon.
It's like that Bond scene in Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was really a bomb? Just a sick world we're living in. Sick people.
One guy they make fun of to kind of goad him into crossing a bridge with a tampered with to fall when it goes through.
So
He
now
almost drowns.
How did they tamper a bridge like that?
They just fucked with it. It's like a rope bridge or something. And it's like, oh, he's crossing. They pull the thing and he falls.
I was
in.
picturing like a
falls
modern,
into a river.
a modern like highway bridge.
They do all kinds of shit. They steal one guy's apples and stuff.
We should remake this into a short film.
Yeah,
That'd be really funny.
They break into a bakery and start eating all the stuff. They fall into the batter and almost get baked alive. But then they chew their way out and escape.
That's literally a scene from Strange Brew.
Now, a lot of these stories are pretty dark, but there is a happy one with a genuine happy ending. A lot of people would question this. We used to have, we didn't get them this year, and we sold out of many of them, decorations and ornaments of the musicians of Bremen. That is depiction of a donkey. And on top of the donkey is a dog. On top of the dog is a cat.
Oh, I've
and
seen
on top
this.
of the cat is a rooster.
I've seen
yeah,
this,
yeah, I've seen that.
Yes. I'm going to paraphrase here. Basically, they were all farm animals on the same farm, and they were being mistreated by their owner, and they decided one day they're just going to leave. They're going to get together, and they're going to leave, and they're going
Just like
to...
Chicken Run.
Just like Chicken Run. Chicken Run 2 is coming out. Oh boy,
I'm
I'm so
really-
excited.
I'm really excited for Chicken Run.
I had no idea there would be a sequel.
I know, right?
I love the art band studios.
So the musicians, they're leaving, they decide that they want to go to the town of Bremen, and they want to form a band. That's what they're going to do.
What kind of band?
I assume folk punk.
Yeah, oh, hell yeah.
One, they don't like authority. 2, they're folklore. So that's folk punk. Absolutely.
But you can only play folk punk if you're a genuinely bad musician. And
It's,
if you're,
it's
especially
a
if you
donkey,
can't-
a dog, a cat, and a
I
rooster.
think
Okay,
they
so,
would
so,
fit.
so
I
the
think that would
donkey's the
fit.
vocalist, the dog is the drummer because he's so fucking.
Yeah. Cat's on the
Cats-
strings.
Yeah,
Cats love strings.
Like a
Plucking at the
Yeah.
note.
banjo or something.
Yep. And rooster is for screeches. They're on the screen.
Or the washboard.
Or the washboard, yeah.
Because you could take the rooster's feet just with the washboard, yeah.
They decide to do this, but on the road they find an empty barn, abandoned. They decide to stay in there for the night. Unfortunately, they hear some commotion outside, and there's a group of bandits that are looking for a place to stay. They also see this. Now they know that if these bandits find them, they're probably going to separate them, sell them off, or even maybe eat the chicken.
Yeah.
So they know that
They wouldn't have a washboard just after that.
exactly, and they'll be separated. They want to stick together as friends. So they make a little plan to cause some commotion, like there's something in the barn. The bandits send someone up to go check on the barn, and they hear this loud noise. They don't know what it is. It's the rooster screeching. And they're like, okay, we don't know what's in there, but something is in there, and it's super loud. So it must be super big. So they send another bandit to go up and take a look. And they hear like a growling noise from the dog. He reaches their hand in, and it gets bit by the dog. He goes, okay, something's in there, and it's loud, and it growls, and it's got teeth. And they send another bandit, and he takes a look in, and he gets his face scratched by the cat. So it's loud, it's got teeth, and it's got claws, whatever it is. So finally, the last bandit is not afraid. He decides to go over, to open the door, immediately gets kicked in the chest by the donkey. Doesn't get to see anything, it's too dark, but it gets sent flying backwards. So they see him going flying back. He goes, okay, something in there is huge, strong, giant, loud, got claws and teeth, and sent this guy caved in his chest. We don't want to mess with other monsters in this barn. And they all run away, not knowing it was just the combined efforts of each of the animals doing their little bit parts. So, morning comes, and they all go to Bremen together to form their little band. And that's how it ends, with a nice, happy little story.
And that band? Led Zeppelin.
Sure, why not? And that's what it's usually depicted as them all sitting on top of each other because they're forming the one creature that the bandits thought they were.
I hate the Grinch. I hate the
I like the
Grinch.
Grinch. I like the
annoying
Grinch. I like the live action
obnoxious.
Cat in the Hat.
I find
You're
the
an
Grinch
insane
relatable.
person.
Well, the Cat in the Hat
Cat
is
in
that
the Hat
Lovecraftian horror.
is a Lovecraftian horror nightmare, and that's how you have to go in watching it. They were just minding their own business, and then suddenly this eldritch abomination that defies the laws of reality comes in and causes chaos wherever he goes.
I think Ron Howard hasn't done a single good movie in his entire career.
Well, don't say that.
He peaked on the Andy Griffith Show.
Don't say that. He's got his little hat and everything. He's probably watching that, and he's getting all upset. Be like, oh, these guys are so funny, I want to put them in. That one doesn't like
Sorry,
me.
Ron.
Yeah, just that one.
I love
Ron, I would gladly work with you. Put me on Arrested Development season 20.
Show. I love the Andy Griffith Show. I think
Do
Who
you?
is that show?
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do love the Andy Griffith Show. I think it's fantastic. I
That-
think Ron Howard is amazing in that as Little Opie.
Don Knotts with his gun, one bullet.
Well, while we're talking about
So we
Christmas,
No!
while we're
No.
talking about Christmas, I have presents for you that I didn't wrap in my pocket, and they're not that impressive. I think they're pretty impressive. And this one is not a product placement, so I need you to censor this because I don't want to endorse this guy because I don't know enough about him.
Okay, I'll blur it.
But
I'll leave out the name.
it's very important that you have this.
Oh, I'm so honored.
Wow.
Especially
I am so honored to have this in my
Wow.
possession. You have no idea.
Wow. Absurd.
It's not absurd. It has a practical application. You need to practice a few times, but yet.
You ready? Oh, that was good. Oh yeah. There we go.
Yeah. He's been doing this for like the last 2 months.
I haven't. Yes, I have. But yeah, mine is like worn as hell. It's
Yeah, I know it because I was
Yeah.
messing around with yours when we were on the
You've
on
never
the post
stopped.
shoot.
You've never
And
stopped.
it was like, did you mess around with his on the
Yeah.
shoot? Feel how hard this is, and you'll see how much he was playing around
God.
with it.
The other
It's
way.
so
It's
stiff.
got to go in the like right here in the meaty part.
Honestly, this is what my farts sound like.
Just whiffs. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna take this to work tomorrow.
That's a great idea. You gotta see who like cracks under the pressure if you use it in like the bathroom while other people are there.
One day you're gonna wake up and realize that your grip strength is like intense. You know? You're like, why is my hand so
I'm
strong?
gonna take this to Capitol Hill and I'll do Congressman. And just sit behind him.
Like if there's a lull in the interview, just. All right, so Jarret, I have something for you. It's tiny. It's tiny. I need to give you a big reveal because this is a really special
wait,
thing.
hold it.
Oh wait.
I'm gonna zoom in on that.
Getting that close.
All right. I found this on my travels, and
I feel like you'll pull something alive out.
it might be. I have no idea. It might be.
Caterpillar. Oh.
Petrified gecko.
Oh, I like this. You know how I like weird little macabre shit.
Yeah. It was between that and a cat skull.
Ooh. Oh, I really like this.
Yeah, I found it at this store in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Other embalmed animals.
It was called like Awesome Possums or something like that. Yeah, cool spot. One of their artisan vendors just had a bunch of dead animals, and I was like, you know what? This is perfect.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course.
I know exactly where to put it. Right between my dead baby shark and dead half of a pig.
Well, thank you, sir. What a great Christmas.
Oh yeah. I do have 2 other little stories before we wrap up, I guess, because we're probably hitting the time thing. One.
That was a meaty one.
That was a meaty one.
Beefy.
Oh God.
No, it's great when you do it in your pocket because it's muffled.
Oh.
So it sounds even more roast.
And it's coming from your butt
I
region.
just have to breathe a little bit. Are you
Continue,
familiar
I
with
won't
the
interrupt.
gobbler goat?
Gobbledygook?
Gobbler
The
goat.
gobbledygook?
Goblet goat. Of Sweden.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. It is a large wicker goat that they build every year at the beginning of Advent on December 1st. And it's just meant to be like a happy little Yuletide little Christmas goat. There's a tradition. It's not meant to happen, but it's a giant, very flammable piece of goat, right? And people love to set that thing on fire, and it goes up fast.
Well, it's
And
made
all
of straw, right?
Piece of
Yeah.
goat?
It's a big goat made of.
Yes.
So a lot of people go up and they just kind of like, you can just flick a matchbook at it and it will ignite, even though there's snow everywhere. It just goes up. It's hard to keep that thing like that. They have it monitored on camera. They have a guy whose job is like to guard it.
They're live streaming it now.
Yeah, they live stream it. It's on YouTube. I highly recommend finding
Well,
the Gobbler Goat.
Do you think it's gonna still be up by the time this episode gets
I don't
posted?
know. We could check right now. Get your phone and go look up the Gobbler Goat.
Watch it like go up in flames the moment that we.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would be
so
perfect,
funny.
wouldn't it? To get it on live.
Let me see. You posted this on
Breaking news at the That's My Bike studio.
It's funny to look at the chat. Everyone wants it to fire. Everyone wants that thing
Kill
to
it!
burn.
Burn it!
It's just fire emojis throughout the whole chat.
Oh, still up.
Still up. Here, I do have one last little piece
Reaching
here.
into his sack. He's always got a bag of stuff.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this gonna be?
Oh, you all know this one.
Oh my god, yes!
It
Yes!
is the German Christmas pickle. Now, this one is very popular. It's even got the little posy glass for Katie Wolfhart.
Now you might recognize this from the intro credits to this very show.
Yes. Yeah. If we ever put that Santa documentary out.
I'm filming more on Wednesday. You just wait.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and you can take a look at that.
You know, I broke a glass Christmas ornament this weekend and cut my thumb so bad I bled all over myself.
As long as you don't do it in my store.
It was really cool. It was
It
at
is
a wedding too.
Nice. Yeah, don't do that.
It's very sturdy. It's very well made.
It
It's
is.
time for show and tell.
Show and tell.
Show and tell.
So, the German Christmas pickle. I shall now describe the tradition to you.
And I
The-
shall listen.
The pickle is the
And
last...
I shan't interrupt.
This is gonna... I'm gonna put this inside you, and then I'm gonna break it.
You're gonna break glass pickle inside it.
Yeah, you won't be able to find it that way.
Wouldn't be the first time.
So, the
I
pickle...
won't interrupt you at all.
I'm gonna make you drink this. I'm gonna make you drink this lizard.
Please continue.
So the pickle is the last ornament put upon the tree.
I bet you thought I was going to interrupt.
While the children are asleep, the parents will hide the pickle somewhere upon the tree. The children will then come out on Christmas Day, and before they're allowed to open any gifts, they have to find the pickle. The first child to find the pickle will get an extra gift to reward them for being the most observant child. The reasoning for this was to take a moment to admire the tree and all the effort that went into decorating it before just getting to gifts. The
I love
German
that the
pickle.
reward is being the most observant child. I don't know. It's a very German thing. Be like you fun because you are obviously. The
I'm
most
glad you
observant.
think that. I'm glad you think that. Because I'm about to embarrass you.
Oh yeah, please.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh. Ooh.
So we'll have a lot of German customers that come into Katie Wolfhart that have been to the original one.
I can just
and
edit
they'll-
out any embarrassment.
they'll-
And I have Final Cut.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah, sure. So,
I can make Jarret say anything I want with the edit.
I'm imagining an AI voice.
Make me
So
say
here
something
is
even
my
more
opinion
insulting to
on
you. Say even meaner. Something I couldn't even think of. Even meaner to you. So, the German customers will come to us, and they a lot of them will have no idea what this pickle is. Now, one thing, I'm American. And I don't know every single little bit of American tradition, so maybe take that, little German customers, that you don't know everything about your own country just because it's smaller than Texas.
What losers?
Anyways, but we will have some come in. We do have German customers that do know the pickle story, that have heard of it, that have done it with their family. And there are a lot of Americans that have the pickle tradition, and they will spread it about. What a lot of people don't know is that around sometime in the 50s, the American company Woolworths, doesn't exist anymore, it was like the old Walmart, basically.
Roasted. Serves up right.
They wanted to capitalize on the popularity of German formed glass, which is such as this. Formed glass is, while it's a liquid, it gets blown into a mold and then it hardens, and then when it comes out, they paint it.
So that's actually glass. That's
It
not like
is
plastic.
glass. It is hard glass. It started getting very popular in the 50s, and they wanted to kind of take in that popularity. So they started ordering shipments of German glass. They got cats, animals, foods, anything they could get their hands on, shapes, just clothing articles, just anything they could. Due to a shipping error, they got a huge overstock of glass pickles. Probably only meant to get 100, accidentally got 1,000. What do you do with 1,000 glass pickles? Nobody really
Make up a holiday.
A friend of the manager's was a World War II journalist, and he wrote an article that was describing the German pickle tradition, which was entirely fabricated by this man.
Boom, roasted!
American tourists would then go to Germany and start spreading it as if it were fact, which it wasn't. German tourists would come over here and see people celebrating
Europeans
it.
love that when Americans go to Europe and be
yeah.
like, I know more than you about your country.
Oh,
They
yeah.
love that.
But for a lot of people, it is a real tradition, and they do celebrate it, and it's a very popular glass ornament, a very popular thing. And yeah, it's not real German, it's not real tradition, but it is real folklore. It has started now, and it is in people's lives. So, yeah, it's a fun story. Nice little German things. Good German fairy tales. Where if you're a bad or obnoxious person, you get punished. You die horrifically. 100 years from now, there's going to be the story of Underjud Bigsby and Trevor the bitch. And what's going to happen is just like,
And
I'm good friends.
And everyone's going to be like, man, that Trevor character is so funny.
It's like-
and he's so cool.
I'm sorry that he got eaten alive.
Stop
while he was
interrupting your
sleeping.
friends. Stop making fart noises. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Once you get one of these, you'll understand.
Yeah.
Because now you understand. You know.
Farts have always been
I'm going to
they're
get
always
so good
funny.
at this.
Yeah. The whoopee cushion was invented by a Roman emperor
I got a whoopee cushion somewhere around here.
who was murdered for being an obnoxious little brat. Sure. Yeah, happy Hanukkah and all those stuff.
Show and tell. Show and tell. Show and tell. With Jarret.
What'll he show next?
That's my bike!